Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are back here on Camp Enderwood doing the finale of exploring the area. We did the director's cabin in the previous video as well as the sighting of Block Ness. So in today's video we're going to tackle the little lagoon as well as the lighthouse. And we're going to end up swinging by the main camp one more time because there's an NPC I forgot to talk to in the first video at the main camp. Speaking of the first video, if you guys have missed any Camp Enderwood videos, make sure to check the playlist in the description. That'll take you to my Minecraft maps and minigames playlist, which is where you can find all sorts of lovely Minecraft maps and minigame videos. While you're down there, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot if you would. Hey, I got the music to work. I'm not sure why, but the previous video had like very little of the actual Camp Enderwood music. But thankfully, we got it all back in action here for the final Camp Enderwood video. Pretty sure it's going to be the final Camp Enderwood video. I don't think there's much left for us to do. Well, we can make a creeper toy. Isn't that swell? Hello, old man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So in the previous video, we came from this way. Yeah, we're going to want to go this way this time, I think. Paying very close attention to all the scratch marks on the trees. They are a little frightening, but we will survive. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Is how that song goes. Oh, we can get a painting as well. Is it a real painting? Oh, I don't think so. It says equipment. So I feel like it's probably not an actual painting you can place on like a wall or something. My inventory is full, hot dang. If you're curious what the like painting and the creeper toy are for, you can sell them to a person in the main camp, and they will give you some cash. Or some marshmallows, actually. It's not even real cash, it's marshmallows. Which if I hold left click on the marshmallow, it slows me down. That's interesting. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the way to the lighthouse. Lighthouse is pretty far away, it's a bit of a jog. And then the lagoon is right there, I think. But I see something up ahead on sort of like the outskirts of the town, or not the town, of the island. So I'm not sure what that's going to be. But I am looking forward to seeing whatever it may be. Are we gonna have to off-road for it? Let's go off-road a little bit. Oh, it looks like it's, why not? We'll just go off-road. It looks to be a bit of a campfire. Oh, there's a raft as well. A raft that I can actually use. Hot dang, that's crazy. It's just a standard boat, it looks like, and it doesn't seem to fit more than one. But it's kind of cool that we can have it. I don't know if there's anything to see out in the water, but if we did want to head out into the water, thankfully we know what we can do to get that going. We'll have to use that raft. Okay, a bit of a flower garden here. Oh, and there's fireflies. Holy buckets, that's a lovely little thing. If you guys remember in episode 2, I think, I asked you what your favorite Minecraft update would be, like if they could just add anything you want into the game, what would you want? And I said my favorite update would be the useless things update, that would add stuff like fireflies and bird sounds and crickets and stuff that don't really drop anything. They're like the bat. Don't really drop anything, don't do much for the game, but they add some ambiance. And I definitely think that fireflies are a great addition. We almost got fireflies. If only frogs weren't so darn allergic. Okay. I'm not quite sure where we are, but as you can see there is another fishing outlet here, which I'm not particularly interested in. We've done a lot of fishing before. Unfortunately, no beds. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead actually and use Star Child to get back to the main camp. We will go to the main camp and we will nap in the cabin, and then we will use Star Child to teleport back. Making it daytime is just going to help us see things a little bit better, because obviously here in RTX land, it's very hard to see at night or in caves. But it makes up for it by being very, very stunning at all other times of the day, which I think is worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just use Star Child to go right back to the lighthouse, unless I overshot and we weren't actually at the lighthouse yet. I did. We're not supposed to be here yet. Lagoon fishing? Lagoon fishing. Okay, there's the lighthouse. So we're going to have to go to that area right now. We don't really have any need to fish in the lagoon because we've fished elsewhere. We've seen what there is to see with respect to fishing, I think. And so there's not much left in that department for us. But we do still have a lot of nature to see as we approach the lighthouse. Although I will say I do kind of want to detour. Oh, never mind. The path does go over here. I was going to say I want to go check out what this cave was. It's just a nice little, like a mushroom cave. I like it. It's very, it seems like it'd be very cold. And you know, I'm not generally a fan of being cold, but if I'm all bundled up, I feel like it'd be a very quiet, calm, cold place to kind of just hang out for a bit. And that sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Okay, we did it. Hello, here's the lighthouse. This is the star child that we accidentally teleported to. Now we are here, outside the lighthouse. A very, standard looking lighthouse, red and white, striped. Is there anything in particular going on at the lighthouse? It doesn't look like we can go up to the top of the lighthouse. Is there an NPC afoot? There's like a back way down that we can take a peek at. See, there's the main camp over there. Let's explore up here a little bit more, and then we will head down around the lighthouse and see if there's anything worthy of note. There's another pathway that leads out here, so I guess we can walk over here. Takes you to a bit of like a campfire setup, and then you can go down. Okay. So yeah, maybe there is something to see, or maybe it's just scenic. Maybe you're just supposed to take watch and watch like things happen. Oh, another mushroom cave. Very cool, very cool. It would have been cool to have some like frogs in here. I think some frogs would like to live inside of a mushroom cave. If I were a frog, I would live in a mushroom cave, I think. If I were a bird, I've thought about this. If I were a bird, I would fly to Disneyland because there would be so much free food on the ground, and like popcorn and people and stuff, that you could just eat forever. Ooh, is this something new or is this fishing again? It looks like fishing again. Skip. Yep, he's the fishing guy. Okay, so another little fishing outpost here. I don't know if you can get different kinds of fish from fishing in different kinds of areas. I don't think there's a reward for catching the fish or anything, though. So I don't know if it'd be worth trying to catch a bunch of fish. It kind of seems like, from my interpretation, it's sort of just like a marshmallow cycle, where you use marshmallow to get fish, and then you use fish to get marshmallow. And then you don't really do anything with marshmallow. There isn't like a camp store that I found or anything that lets you do anything particularly unique with the fish. I'm pretty sure it's just a currency to have for the sake of having a currency. So that's the lighthouse, I think. It's a shame you can't really climb up in the lighthouse. Let me see what Starchild's description is of it. And then we can head back to the main camp and chat with the NPC I missed. What does Starchild have to say? Lighthouse. What's better than having a s'more at the lighthouse? Well, I can have a s'more at the lighthouse. Is that a hint? I've been given 10 marshmallows. I have not been given 10 marshmallows. That was a lie. Yeah, that's just not true. Also, can I even eat? I don't even think I have hunger in this. I don't think I could eat this s'more if I wanted to. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is much going on inside of the lighthouse. I can fill up my inventory more if that's something anyone was interested in me doing. Holy bucket inventory is very full. Okay. Well, I mean, kind of nice to look at, I guess. It'd be cool to get a vantage point view from up there, but you know, no worries. No worries. Let's go ahead and use Starchild to get back to the main camp then. Oh, I guess you know what we could do is we could read her descriptions for everything, okay? Main camp. This is where the fun begins. Mountain. A huge mountain just waiting to be explored. Be sure to dress warm. The spooky swamp. Be careful where you step. It's a mess here. Lighthouse. What's better than having a s'more at the lighthouse? And then for the smaller areas, there is the Block Nest View. There's a local legend of the Block Nest monster living here. Keep an eye out. Abandoned camp. Before Camp Enderwood, another summer camp tried to take root on this island, but it is now left abandoned for unknown reasons. Director's cabin. This is where the director lives. He really seems to value his privacy. Lagoon fishing. This is a great fishing spot. Be sure to bring supplies. Okay, so let's go to the main camp then. And the NPC's actually back over here. I saw him when I was getting ready to start the video. It's actually the camp director. I don't know if we can chat with him or anything. To the northwest is the old abandoned camp. Don't go too close. It's dangerous up there. Do you think... Oh, shoot. Do you think you can climb to the top of Mount Enderwood? A great prize awaits you if you can. Be careful at night, some cameras have reported strange noises. I wonder if there's something I missed at nighttime. Because, well, okay, I was gonna say it seems like I didn't do anything like of note at the, out at the director's cabin. But it honestly seems like you're not supposed to do anything of note out at the director's cabin. Because there's just nothing to do. I figured, I kept trying to think like, oh, maybe if it's like a full moon, he'll come out as a werewolf or something. But now that I saw that the lighthouse doesn't really have much going on for it either, I think maybe just some things in this map aren't as fleshed out as other things. And speaking of this map, I am just about done playing it, I think. I don't think there's anything left for me to explore. If there's something I missed, make sure to tell me in the comment section, and I'll come back for part 6 if needed. But I think I'll go ahead and just kind of chat about how I felt about this DLC. This, of course, was a free DLC on the Minecraft Bedrock Marketplace, and I can say that I had a pretty good time with it. I don't think it is as well-rounded or as fleshed out or as fun as like the SpongeBob DLC, which I also played. You can check that out in the playlist in the description. But I think for what it is, a free DLC, it is very fun. I can see people who haven't ever bought a DLC before or don't have the money to buy a DLC really enjoying this, especially playing it with friends. You know, you guys can play like your own mini games like hide and seek around Camp Enderwood, or like guess the NPC and stuff like that, and compete for high scores and all sorts of cool things like that. So that would be pretty neat for those who are interested in that. I think some mini games are pretty fun too. This one was pretty enjoyable. The trampoline one was okay, the archery one was archery. The horse race was probably my least favorite minigame. And I never was able to beat the gosh darn moth minigame. That one was really, really tricky. And if you missed any of those, by the way, like I said, playlist in the description is where you can have it all. I think this is a pretty great map for its price point of being free. And I think if you were to compare it against paid DLCs, it is obviously and reasonably not up to par because it's free. I think this map was created as a way to like promote some toy line. I'm pretty sure that you can buy like action figures of these NPCs, like the trampoline lady and like the horse lady and the DJ and the archery guy. So I think that's why it was made. But I mean, no matter why it was made, it was good. And if you want to play it, of course, you can get it for free on the Bedrock Marketplace. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up our time here at Camp Enderwood. It is time to head back to the mainland or whatever. I don't know the story of this map. But we're done playing Camp Enderwood for now. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys spread my videos around. And I will catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.